Thank you very much. It truly is a pleasure, a privilege, and a delight to be here today. I also had the distinction of my book being released at the height of those wonderful days where you really couldn't step out of the door. So a lot of those launches, digitally or otherwise, were done through a screen. So for me, the ability to interact with an audience gives me an even bigger high. So thank you for being here. I just want to very quickly tell you about the book, and very happy to then get into the conversation. This book, Coaching the Secret Code to Uncommon Leadership, it's not really a book that gives you a code to leadership. It doesn't. Honestly, there are so many fabulous books in the market on leadership, on management. This book is about becoming an uncommon leader. The book assumes that you're already a leader, and being a leader isn't about the size of your teams or being someone who works in a corporate organization. You could be an author, you could run your own fund, you could be an entrepreneur, you could be a gig player like me. Leadership is a frame of mind, right? This book is about making the journey from being a good leader to an extraordinary one. This book is about being an uncommon leader. And what makes some of us uncommon leaders and some not? I guess uncommon leadership is truly about comprehending and understanding that when you make billions in revenue, right? Or when you build your empires or when you build yourself, it's also about the people that work with you, that work for you. It's about taking them along in the journey. And it's about understanding and internalizing that when you elevate others, you go higher. And when you shine the light on others, you shine even brighter. And how do we do that? Coaching, right? The act of enabling, empowering, elevating others. Coaching is that secret code, yeah? Or the lock that unlocks this. This unlocks this vision of being the uncommon leader. Because every time we take others along, we propel ourselves to go further and go higher. That's what uncommon leadership is all about. And so what I did in the course of the book was I peppered it with lots of examples. I've talked a lot about why, despite being aware that our managers perhaps have the single most important sort of influence on our productivity and our engagement in organizations or otherwise, why do we today as leaders, why are we appallingly bad at capitalizing on the strengths of our people? Why are we still telling people what to do when we really should be asking, not telling? So the book tries to decode a lot of that. It crystallizes coaching, and I strive to take lessons from the best. So lots of best practices, lots of conversations with leaders across genres. So sportsmen, and Anita's just left, so I had the privilege of meeting her lovely husband, who gave me some fantastic insights. And subsequently, Anita then interviewed me for her book, so it was fabulous. But I guess it wasn't, so coaching wasn't just about the corporate leader. It was about, you could be a sports person, you could be a film star, you could be a solo performer, right? But leadership is about moving from being that solo performer to being able to direct that orchestra beautifully. And most importantly, it's about ensuring that you have to constantly elevate others, and you have to constantly empower them, that you have to constantly take them along. And I guess my biggest lesson, and I want to make this brief and we can get into Q&A, to me, coaching is more important than ever. We have very turbulent times today. And these already turbulent times require that we have leaders that can navigate their ships with a very steady hand at the helm. What does that mean? It means truly appreciating and understanding that today we have to move from a culture of instruction to motivation. It's about, as I said earlier, it's about asking, not telling people. It's about incorporating voices of different people. Because remember, the pandemic showed us that no one person had all the answers, right? And organizations, and by default, the individuals that truly thrived, not survived, were those, they didn't come up with the answers themselves. They leveraged the collective intelligence of their people. They asked, constantly asked. They gave people a voice. And when you give people a voice, good things happen. That's also coaching. So my wish today for you is that a lot of you today, when you ask me those questions and you hear this, will become uncommon leaders in their own right by constantly elevating and empowering others. And when you shine the light on them, I'm sure you'll shine even brighter. Thank you.